Hey all, and this is the Cinco De Mayo event. This is an Earth Commander event and Beast Killer. So slightly different to some of my other videos. These are the teams I've made up out of my older cards. I have already opened the vault. After you see my vault opening, I will make up teams using the event deck. So this is my older cards deck. Let me talk you through what I'm using. So Visions of the Void and Awakened Dream Guardian, they're both pretty much essential cards if you have them. Both increase Beast Killer damage by 4% per Earth Gem, but it also works on non-Beast Killer cards, which is why both of those cards are on the team. Then 3 older cards. Robin of Furwood and Brothers in Banditry both had a rather useful skill on them. 300% increased damage the next time this hero attacks. So, yeah, when combined with the Visions of the Void deck, the damage goes up to pretty decent amounts. And then Primal Protectors, not an especially useful card, but increases self-damage and creates power gems. And then for the relics, since this is for the bosses, Beast Killer relics are essential. This one breaks 2 shields, then all the rest are Earth. Well, that's a generic commander relic. Just so I have enough Earth gems at the start. There we go. That leaves 1 shield on the Radiant bosses, but gets rid of all the shields on the Corellium. And leaving 1 shield up is not too bad in all fairness, so I can live with that. Then for the Crusade, just a slight variant on the team. With the bosses team, I had Brothers in Banditry. I swapped that out for, we go across, Savage Swarm instead. The reason I put this on the team is for the damage reduction. It's useful as the health on this team is not especially good and there's no healing. So yeah, Savage Swarm helps out a lot. Of course, when I get the event deck, this will all be changed anyway. And then for the relics, they're more focused on generic Earth Commander relics instead. So here we go. This is what I got from the vault. It's not especially exciting, but it's okay, I guess. Okay, so here we go with the vault. This is during the event. I've not opened any tiers yet, so I think I might as well go ahead and try at least 3 tiers of this. I'm going to get this deck with coins if I don't get anything decent, so let's just go ahead and give this a go. Let's see what I end up getting. Well, that's not bad. I believe that's a support card. Yes, it is. So that's tier 1. That's better than the usual junk, but nothing decent yet. Let's try tier 2. Here we go with tier 2. I need to get 3 tiers of both vault packs in order to get enough coins. So there's the support card. Now for the 2 random draws. I think I actually need that card. I'm not sure. Let's just check that. Now, I may already have this one. I'm not sure. I'm now missing 2 of the cards. I'll just show you what I mean. Yeah, that's the one I already have. That's a bit disappointing. Oh well. Right. Here we go with tier 3. So guaranteed relic, then 3 random cards. Let's see what I get. Well, there's the relic. There's the relic soul. Nah, disappointing. I'm getting a lot of random Earth cards, but not the cards that I really want. So I'm just going to have a quick look at the tiers. I would have to go to tier 5 in order to get the guaranteed rare relic. I don't really want to do that. And then tier 6 for the guaranteed master hero. I think what I'm going to do now is move on to the other vault. Alright, here we go with the United Vault. I'm not expecting to get anything decent from this vault either, but let's give it a go anyway. I need to get 3 tiers of this. Well, support hero, that's the same as what I got on tier 1 of the main vault pack. That's quite interesting. So that means, based on that, the next 2 tiers will just give me junk. Let's find out if that holds true or not. Well, there's the silver support hero. Hammer. Oh, well, yeah. That's junk, isn't it? Right, this is the final tier I'm opening, then I will be able to get the deck as I'll have enough coins. Well, there's the main relic. Now for the 3 random draws. Oh, that's something good. That's something... No, it's not. It's another main relic. That's not good. I don't need main. I need the rare relic. Now, the other 2 pulls are junk. Well, 2 relics. I'll take that. It's better than what I normally get. So now I can go here and collect both of the heroes, which is what I'm planning to do. Here we go. Let's go and craft them both. This is why I'm buying 3 tiers of each vault. Plus I have quite a few gems. Bit disappointed with what I got, but the vault never gives anything good anyway. Or very rarely. There we go. And now I'll go and form the ultimate hero. Then mess about with my team and try and make it good. Okay, so this is what I'm using after I got the event deck. Not that much different, but the 2 event cards make a huge difference to the damage. So this creates 4 Earth Power Gem level 6s and increases Earth Commander damage. And that's exactly the same with this card, the Mararachi Marauders. Another damage boost. So these 2 cards on the team should hopefully increase your damage by a significant amount. I've done something similar with the Crusade, but put this card on the team as well. Quick Step Giantina, or Jantia, whatever it's called, I'm not sure. Anyway, yeah, this one doesn't have the boost, but creates power gems whenever another card uses an attack or damage boost. So, yeah, it's pretty good, but not really suitable for the bosses. This is by far the best team I could make up. If you have the ultimate form from the previous event deck, you could try putting that on the team as well. Swap out this card for that. You may increase the damage even further. But this is already doing Q damage, so I'm pretty happy with this. It's a good deck. Probably the strongest deck I've ever made up. So there we go. That's the decks I'm using. Now on to the actual event. Alright, so here we go with the Crusade. I have already got quite far with the Crusade. The teams are more suitable for the bosses over the Crusade though. I think most of the event will be spent doing ultimates. So I can pick pretty much any card to use as long as it's an Earth Commander card. Let's go with Visions of the Void with the Crusade team. Let's give this a go. Should be no problem to complete this stage. It is a little bit slow though, as you do really need to use one of the Visions of the Void cards to get through the bosses, or at least it helps anyway. The event deck is definitely more suitable for the bosses over the Crusade, but it still gets through it. So with the normal enemies, I use one of the Visions of the Void cards, then one of the event cards. And that normally does enough to get through the normal enemies. Well, hopefully anyway. Okay, so slightly under. I needed to use another card. This is what I mean about the deck in Crusade. It's definitely, for the bosses, a bit underpowered for crusading. It's still a very good deck though, but you can see where its strengths are. Our damage was much better, but I used far more cards. So 2-turn cooldown on the event cards. What I'm going to do now is match anything and then use the event cards as it's a boss. So yeah, a little bit slow, but it'll get there, and then I should be able to just breeze through something like this. Yeah, that'll do enough. So it's just a case of using enough cards to beat each wave or boss without using too many. That's the fastest way to do Crusade. For this boss, if I use both of the Visions of the Void cards, that should easily destroy it, as that's where the main damage boost is coming from. Yeah, there we go. Is there a wisp? Let's see. No wisp. So even though I have one off-colour relic on the boss's team, I'm still able to use all my earth skills on turn 1. And that is pretty much essential for when fighting ultimates. If you don't have a turn 0 deck of sorts, then it becomes much harder. So yeah, bear that in mind when fighting ultimates or guild bosses, or even solo bosses which have Toxin this time around. Toxin doesn't really do a lot to this team though. None of the cards have any healing. Hopefully this will kill the end boss. Let's see. A little bit weak. I don't think that's enough. This will almost certainly kill it now. Yeah, plenty of power gems. Let's see how much damage this does. Yeah, that's nice damage. There we go, that's the Crusade anyway. Not the fastest team for Crusade, but it's not really intended as a Crusade team, I guess, so it is what it is. But on the bosses, it's far more effective, and I'm hopefully going to get a solo boss up now to test out my team on. Alright, so I have a Radiant solo boss up. I also made a slight adjustment to my team so that I can break all of the shields. I added the event relic to the team, so as you can see from this, it should break 7 shields. And that's how many the Radiant boss has. So there's not much to see here in all fairness. The boss just dies on turn 1. But it shows just how much damage this team can actually do, which is always good. It doesn't really matter what order you activate the cards in either. Just go left to right like this if you want. Then watch the boss die. Always nice. Okay, it's kind of crushed together too many, so the damage won't be as good as it should be. Still going to be good damage though. Yeah, there we go. You can see 1.2Q on the middle card. I've seen over 2Q with this deck. I may mess about with the activation order, as I don't think that was the optimal way to do it. Alright, so moving on to guild bosses. Guild bosses are really easy this time around. They only have poison and blind. If you have brothers in banditry on the team, you will see that the battle skill actually removes blind, so that's really helpful. And poison's actually kind of useful, as if you die, the whole team becomes stronger. So yeah, interesting. Anyway, this is what sort of damage I could do to the Radiant Guild boss. It should be able to kill it, but it would take a few attacks. I think this time around, rather than using them left to right, let's use the 2 cards from the Visions of the Void deck first and try and get as many power gems as possible. There we go, that's a bit better. There's more on the grid than last time. Yeah, that's a much higher damage value. And then 1Q. Okay, that's not what I was expecting. That's disappointing, unfortunately. I've done far more damage than that. I'm just going to try from left to right again. If I die though, the damage will go up by a huge amount. So you can kind of hope that may happen, but it probably won't. The boss will be dead before that happens. Let's just try left to right again. See if I can get some good damage going. It all depends on how the gems crush together. It is basically just random, unfortunately. Try matching those 2 in the middle. Let's see what this does. Oh, it didn't remove blind. I'm a bit surprised. Oh, no, it has. There we go. It removes blind when it actually attacks. I was wondering about that. I was wondering, why is blind still up? Anyway, this will take one more attack and then the boss will be defeated. So I'm not sure which order to activate in for optimal damage. It really does rely on luck. It all relies on how the gems basically crush together. And I could try it like this, but it's random, basically. That's not bad. Not too many crushed together. Let's try. 1.3 billion on the middle card. Let's see. Yeah, again, doesn't make a lot of sense, the damage values. They're very, very random, but yeah. If it goes right, that middle card will do just over 2Q. If it goes wrong, the damage is not so good. I think I'll leave the Radiant bosses for the guild, to be honest. Just try left to right. This will definitely kill it. I may focus more on Crusade and Ultimates, because the Radiant Guild bosses are simply taking too long with this team, unfortunately. That's a lot better than it was before. Oh, there we go. That's the damage I'm after. That gives you an idea of what the team can do. But again, it's really random. So I just need to rely on luck. Let's go and kill this Carillion Guild boss as well. These are much easier. Even at level 300, it should be able to kill the boss on turn 1. But can't guarantee it due to the high luck factor of this deck. Let's give this a go. Yeah, if the whole grid crushes together, then the damage is normally not that good. Unless there's a couple of really high value power gems on the grid. That wasn't bad though. That time it's done quite a lot of damage. So yeah, I still need to experiment with this team. See what is optimal. I think left to right might be the best option. And hope you get the really high value power gems. Okay, so now let's have a look at the event rewards and this Cinco De Mayo feature. So if we go on to this, you have a bunch of maps that give relics. The problem is you only get one map for free, so if you want more, you're going to have to purchase it, unfortunately. When you have all of them, you can make this. Kind of a weird relic, but it looks okay. Not too bad. I don't think it's worth the amount of gems it's going to cost, though, to get. That's up to you, though, if you want to go for that. Okay, so let's go on to the event collection. Here we go. Actually a Dogan collection, another legend collection. So you have some sort of okayish rewards like tier shards, but nothing really special. The rewards for getting Dogan up to 4 pink stars pretty much are in this collection. So if you want to do that, then it's a good collection, but as I've said before, legends don't really have much use nowadays. So I don't get overly excited about collections like this. Okay, so this time around it's a Warden. Caballero Muerto, or something like that. Probably didn't say that correctly. Defender skill weaken. Oh, weaken's quite a good defender skill. Counter skill dispel zombie. I've never known a situation where zombie has actually been particularly difficult to get past. Weaken, that's an okay sort of Warden though. Maybe one to consider working on. It all depends on what your defence is like, I guess. If you have a water or water fire or water earth sort of defence, you may want to consider putting this on the team. That's all up to you. And there we go. That about covers this video. I hope that was helpful. One other thing you may have is this 24-hour special. Mine is a guaranteed main hero. I wasn't really tempted by this. Main heroes are not really of any use, and it's 2,000 gems. If you had the Master Hero or Ultra Hero though, you may want to consider going for this. And if you have the Support Hero as well, that's actually not too bad, as you get 4 cards for 1,000 gems. So you may want to consider going for that, depending on if you want this deck or not. It is a very strong deck if used correctly, as you've already seen. If you do have any questions or suggestions regarding this video, please let me know in the comments and I'll do my best to help. Also, subscribing to the channel is always appreciated. Thank you to those that have already subscribed. And thanks for watching.